a break, man, give him a break, because he sure deserves one. And when he's back from his break, you'll see his parts made in Japan. He is the modern man. So give him a break.
Give me a break, man. Here, let's see if I get my head between these fonts here. I'm using Stickam, not Stickam, sorry, Cam Twist again. And Cam Twist enables you to do these funny things. You can put pictures in your videos and things up here. And actually, for those of you who are worried about getting your video stolen, it's very useful. Unfortunately, this software only comes from Macintosh as far as I know. So, you know, what can you do? As you can see in front of me here, we have Give Me a Break Man, Give Me a Flake Man, Action Teacher, and Victor in the World. On this channel, this is the second of a series of lessons designed for people who don't really speak any Japanese. And I'm going to try in the next next 5 months, I'm going to try to basically teach you how to speak Japanese from zero. So if you don't know anything about Japanese, this is a great time to jump in. If you know anyone, please send this video to them. This is the kind of video where I really do. It sounds terrible for my other viewers, but I really appreciate your support on these videos, especially because I feel like this is, I think we're accomplishing something, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do this together. I'm really excited. God, I'm such a nerd to be excited about this, but I'm really excited about the possibility of actually in 3 to 6 months, because a couple of people are going to, they've already told me they're coming to Japan in 3 months and 5 months. I just want to see how they do, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. And even if you're not coming to Japan, if you're interested in learning another language and you want to do it painlessly, I think this is about the best way you can do it, because it's only going to take you, you know, anywhere. I don't know how long these videos are going to be each, but no more than 10 minutes each every day. And I'm just going to attack one expression per video and try to get you through that expression, and just to explain the fundamentals about Japanese. I'm spitting on the camera here. Now, I'm using Cam Twist, so the camera quality is a little bit low, but I don't think it's very important, because the audio is really what's important, and the subtitles, because this is how we're going to learn. I've also started a page called givemeabreakman.com, which I will start posting the video, the lessons there after a day or so after the videos come out, or as soon as I can, you know. What I did for this is episode number 2. What I've done is prepare everything beforehand. And those notes will be put on givemeabreakman.com. All right. Now, the other reason these are up here is givemeabreakman.com is for super low level people. Give Me a Flake Man, on givemeaflakeman.com, I'm going to upload the answers to the posted comments on the previous lesson. So, for example, yesterday, episode 1, lesson number 1 of Give Me a Break Man Japanese lessons, I'm going to go through the comments on Give Me a Flake Man and answer those questions for you. So for those of you who are, that's my response channels. So for those of you who are interested, please go over there and you can get your answers there. It'll be at least a day or a few hours later today before I get around to that. Today is Wednesday, so on Wednesdays I also do a Stickam show, and I teach English from 11 to 12 on stickam.jp, Action Teacher, which is the next thing. Action Teacher is also a channel on YouTube for ESL students, English as a second language students, but if you are an intermediate or higher Japanese student, you might find those lessons useful for you as well, because I will be trying to, and in the past as well, some of those lessons are designed in such a way that if you speak a little Japanese, you can pick up some Japanese from those as well. Victor in the World is a pure Japanese vlogging channel that has no intention of teaching you anything, but it's all in Japanese, so for those of you who are interested in that, you can check that out as well. Okay, let's get on with the lesson. Now, yesterday we talked about the expressions genki and genki-kai, right? And we talked about this, genki and genki. Let me fix this here, right? And genki, of course, was healthy or energetic, right? And I try to teach you all the variations, use of that expression. Genki, genki-kai, energetic, happy also, as Speedy Konki we pointed out. Happy, healthy, energetic, kind of a feeling more than an actually translatable word. But someone asked me in the comments, what about if someone asks you genki-kai, how do you answer? Well, the same way, hi, genki desu or genki desu. So the answer, if someone asks you genki-kai, you answer, hi, genki desu, and genki desu. Now, the word genki, this is kind of funny. Genki da ne, genki da ne, genki da ne. This kind of expression means, oh boy, you sure are full of vinegar or whatever. You're kind of energetic today, and this can be used for the most harmless thing. For example, if you see some children playing, they're really energetic. Oh, aren't those kids energetic in the park? You know, oh, those kids, or your dog or something. Oh, genki dane. But I've also heard it used in kind of more well, something that you'll remember better because people are dirty-minded. So in sexual situations, like if a man is ready to go at it again, or a woman is like, come on, baby, let's go make love, then the girlfriend or boyfriend will say to them, oh, genki dane, like, aren't you, you know, energetic today? So maybe that'll help you. Now, what I didn't talk about yesterday was the opposite. What if someone asks you genki kai or genki desu ka? Are you genki? And you want to say, no, I'm not. Well, in that case, you say, genki de wa arimasen. Genki de wa arimasen. Genki de wa arimasen. That's formal, and you don't really hear that as much as you hear the more casual genki janai. Genki janai. Genki janai is I'm not genki. I'm not energetic, right? Now, going back to genki de wa arimasen for a second, we see that you have the HA here, right? HA. Then people ask me, why is HA pronounced wa? Just because it is. Because there's two wa's in Japanese. One of them, of course, is this wa. Looks like this. And the other one is this, which can be pronounced ha, or can be pronounced ha. This is either pronounced ha or wa. But when it's used as an article to point to the subject of the sentence, like boku wa, I am, or watashi wa, I am, in that case, it's wa, right? So let me talk about that a little bit today. That's one of the questions that is important for you to understand before we can continue. Also, about pronunciation, unlike English, it's actually quite easy to pronounce the words. You just pronounce them like you see them. They don't change depending on the word or the sentence. If it's written in Romaji, at least, it's very similar to Spanish pronunciation. And those of you who speak Spanish will find it much easier to speak this language. You don't have to change the intonation or anything. It's fairly flat, and it's important to try to repeat things as a native speaker would. My pronunciation is fairly good. Of course, I do have a slight accent because I'm not a native speaker. But I have been here a long time, and I can tell when another speaker, you know, when they do it well. Anyway, let's talk about word order before we continue. Now, in standard word order, this has nothing to do with Japanese. This will be very easy for you. I'm speaking quickly, but you can watch the video again or pause if you have a problem. Of course, I am Victor. That's my name. I am Victor, right? Now, the word order is very simple. You have the subject, the verb am, and, you know, the object Victor. I am Victor. Now, in Japanese, however, you would not say I am Victor. The pattern would be just to show you Victor am. The verb goes at the end, right? See? At the end. And often the subject of Japanese sentences are just dropped. People don't use the subjects very often. So, it's kind of confusing when you're talking to someone. Like, sometimes Japanese will point to themselves and go, watashi? Like, are you talking to me? Even though there's no one in the room, because there's no subject to the lesson, there's no subject to the sentence, so it's sometimes difficult to tell, you know, what the subject is. Another example of that, of course, would be, I am, give me a break, man, and in this case, I am, give me a break, man. What would if you change this to Japanese style pattern, give me a break, man, I am, or I, give me a break, man, am. So, watashi wa bikuta desu. Let's do it in Japanese. Watashi wa bikuta desu. You can tell me your name as well. And if you want, and I really appreciate the comments, so if you have nothing to comment on this video, just tell me who you are. Just tell me your name. Watashi wa bikuta desu. Now, desu is like an am or do depending on the sentence. It's like a verb ending that goes to many, many sentences. You will hear it a lot. Yes, I made a mistake yesterday. I said use are never pronounced. Not never. Use in this pattern, desu. When you see the des sentence, the des at the end of a sentence, which is am or is, and remember the verb comes at the end. In cases like that, watashi wa bikuta desu, in this case you don't really hear the you, but in other cases like sumimasen, which means excuse me, sumimasen, like this. In this case, of course, sumimasen, excuse me, the su is pronounced. Right? Coming up on 9.5 minutes. Oh my God. Wow, I didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to today. The sentence pattern. You got the sentence pattern today. And I guess you'll just have to wait for the next lesson, in which I'll talk about the next lesson. Come back. Thanks a lot for watching. Please rate, comment, all that stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. See you later, guys. Bye.